Hey everybody, it's Amelia, and it's been forever since I made a video. Okay, so so much has happened. 2 years ago we moved to New York, and so we could ski, and that was awesome. We had ski passes to like all these places in Vermont and upstate New York, and that was awesome. And we got to travel a lot. We lived near Saratoga Springs, so we got to go just all over in Vermont, Maine, just all over. It was super fun. And you're never gonna believe this, but for 2 winters I was a ski instructor. What? So yeah, I learned how to ski a couple years ago, but I got pretty good, and then I taught skiing for two whole seasons. And see, like, I'm gonna do like little tiny snippets of what's happened, because I can come back later and do like longer stuff if I want to. Bluetooth headphones. Anyway, let's see. In the past 2 years, I've lost 80 pounds. So I'm like 15 pounds-ish from my smallest or whatever. My smallest, I was way too small, but right now I'm like super happy where I am. I'm like a size 8 in jeans, and I'm very physically able to do stuff. Oh, and I got really long hair now too. Super long hair. And what else? Okay, so the real reason why I wanted to make a video today, I just wanted to talk about alcohol. And yeah, a lot of us weight loss surgery people love to drink alcohol, and because it's fun. I mean, like, I don't know. It's hard to describe to somebody who's never had gastric bypass surgery what it's like to drink, and when you've had gastric bypass surgery. But it's kind of like, I guess, probably like snorting drugs, or like I don't know, like IV drugs. I've never done drugs like that, but it's like one of those things where it's just like slaps you really hard, and then you get sober again really quick and all this stuff. And 5 years ago, 5 years and 1 week ago, I actually was in a little snippet of a video about weight loss surgery and alcohol. It's I may put the link in the description or whatever. But you know, years ago I made that video about like drinking and then keep drinking, whatever. Okay, whatever. So I was living in New York 2 years ago. 2 years and 2 months ago. And I was outside playing with the neighbor kids, like I always do, because I mean, like, I'm the kind of person where the kids knock on my door and go like, can you come out and play? And I'm just like, all right. So I was outside, and I had just gotten rollerblades, and the neighbor kids had rollerblades, and I was like, well, let's go play rollerblades. And the apartment we lived in, behind it was like a little like medical office center area, and there's like an allergy clinic behind my apartment. So the parking lot was empty, so we were able to like rollerblade. And 10 minutes in, I boom fall, hit my left thigh. And it's one of those things. Oh great, this is so there. It's one of those things where you're just like, ow, super ow. And I was like, okay, I'm in for the day. And I iced it, and I went and laid in the bed, and I was like, whatever. The next day, it starts to turn black. And then all my friends, I had to like almost had to need like people to like describe it, but over the course of the next couple weeks, my entire leg turned completely jet black down to my foot. And this giant bump, this huge fluid-filled sac, hematoma thing, grew up on my thigh. And I had this giant hematoma, like the size of a butt cheek, on my left leg. And I kept going to doctors, and they'd be like, well, you know, just keep elevating it and resting, and, you know, oh, it's going to take a long time to go away. And meanwhile, I'm walking around like with a cane. I'm like crippled. It hurt like the dickens. It hurt like hell. And it was heavy and everything. So finally, after about 2 months, I went to some orthopedic doctor and they drained it and took out like 9 ounces of fluid. And when they did that, the fluid in my body went rushing back into it, and I almost ended up with like compartment syndrome. I almost lost my leg, which I guess I'm really good at almost dying. So I got to have emergency surgery, and I was excited about that. I was glad. So I'm in the hospital. I have the surgery. I wake up. I'm in my room. It's nice. And I'm hanging out and everything. And by the end of the night, I realize, oh my God, I don't know how to sleep. And let me explain what I mean by that. Up until that point, every single night, and I mean every night, yeah, every night. Every night, Joel and I would sit in bed. He has one little glass of wine and a piece of chocolate and some, whatever. And then, like, I started off that way. Like, I wasn't even somebody who liked to drink, really. But it just gradually, over the years, just built and built until, like, I was pounding at least a bottle of wine every night. And I thought I was classy because wine is fancy. And I always only waited to drink till at night. So I was like, it's not like I'm sitting in my house being drunk all the time, like drunks do, whatever. So I'm in the hospital that night and I realize, holy crap, I don't know how to sleep. Like, I literally do not know. I normally black out. I normally get S-faced, call people, say stuff I should not say, and then black out, and then wake up the next day and, like, find bruises on my legs and like, oh, I must have like fallen going to the bathroom or something lame like that. I was full on the worst. So that night I go, oh crap. And it was kind of hard, I ain't gonna lie. But I ended up having to be in the hospital for 3 days. So I spent 3 nights in the hospital and I was let out and I went home. And, like, moment of truth, I said to myself, okay, I've slept for the last 3 nights without drinking. I wonder if I could do that, like, tonight at home. Like whatever, like, whatever, I'll try it. What? Meh. So I did that. And then the next time I was like, what if I do it for a week? So, like, I did it for a week. And then I was like, it's almost like a mental game I played with myself. I was like, well, let me see if I can do a month. I mean, come on, I can't do a month, right? I mean, like, I'm like the worst. I am the worst. So I got to a month, and I was like, oh, crap. And then I got to 3 months. When I get to 5 months, I went to an AA meeting and got myself a chip because I finally told myself, well, like, I went 3 months without drinking. Like, whatever, I can go drink. And then I thought to myself, well, if I go get a 3-month chip, I'm not going to want to drink. So I got a 3-month chip. I mean, a 5-month chip or whatever. And before I knew it, and then I got a 9-month chip because I was, like, starting to kind of waver again, And then when I got close to a year, my mom's like, well, we should do something for your 1 year. And I was like, oh, crap, I guess I got to make it to a year or whatever. So I did that. And dude, it's not easy, but I don't do AA meetings. I just don't drink. I know it sounds stupid, but like, and then like if I'm upset about something and I want to drink, I just like feel bad. I feel bad and I pout about it and I get real sad and you know what I mean? Like I'm just sad. Or if I'm wrong, I go find the person and I apologize. If the other person's wrong, I go to them and go like, look, I can't drink. So like, I'm gonna have to tell you, you're bugging me out with this. So like, whatever. I have to just deal with stuff. We go to a lot of rock shows. If you look behind me, these are all like concerts and bands and people we know and we met and we go to rock shows a lot. I have anxiety and being around people physically around people is, I'm outgoing and I love talking to people, and people who know me go like, oh my God, Amelia loves everybody. She's great. But just being around a bunch of people I don't know and just like for a show or whatever, it's very anxiousness for me. And I can't drink. I can drink. I can totally drink if I want to ruin my life. I can totally drink. But anyway, back to it though. Today, June 24th, is exactly 2 years sober. So I guess I'm still doing this thing. I don't, whatever. I don't know. So here it is, 2 years. And the last 2 years, I've lost 80 pounds. And we lived in New York for 2 years, and I was a ski instructor. And we just moved back to South Carolina. So I'm living in South Carolina again. I want to hang out with Allison. I hope Allison's around somewhere. But we bought this cute little house in South Carolina, and I love it. I love it here. I'm really happy. And yeah, so this video is already way too long, but maybe I'll talk some more later about what I've been up to. I just saw last weekend Mr. Wives in Chapel Hill, North Carolina, and that was so fun. If you have not listened to Mr. Wives, they're the best. Honestly, they're super cheerful and fun. But anyway, so yeah, 2 years, no drinking. I'm going to keep doing it. I'm just going to keep not drinking. And when I'm annoyed or bothered, I'm just going to be annoyed or bothered. I mean, it's honestly, my life is a lot better without having to explain what I've been up to or what I did, or just having to make excuses for my bad behavior. Anyway, that's it. Comment, and if you're mean, I'll just block you, because I'm getting too old for this. Oh yeah, I'm getting too old for this, whatever. Oh, and Joel and I, July 7th, we were married 11 years. Isn't that fun? Okay. And I'm 38, so that's fun. Anyway, that's it. See you guys later. Mwah. Bye.